Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in. So I'm back on this wood stove. I was going to do it last night. And then I figured that it was just going to be it's just going to turn into another leak and another leak. So I opted to try to sleep, get some sleep last night. So, and glad I did because exactly what it is. So welded this like carriage bolt to it. And now I got to get it out of there. Got to get it out. So got to take and grind beside, get that carriage bolt out, get this little piece of tin back here that's decorative, it looks like. And then I found my hole. It's right back here. It's on the other side of this piece of metal. Same with this one over here. I think I remember this guy down here playing around too on the bottom side. So yeah. So I thought I'd bring you along. Yeah. What else you do on a sander, right? But I didn't bring my grinder out, so I gotta go get that. It's not that big of a hole, but you know what? When you got a water leak, it doesn't matter how big it is. You'll bleed this system of water, and not too long. Probably a day it'd be down below the fill mark, and then it'll be below that. And once it gets below that, then she starts to smoke like a chimney. Once he starts doing that, then she's like gonna have a nuclear meltdown. You know what I'm saying? Should have just took that out of the way last night, but I didn't because I was tired. All right, so I got that nut out of the top, and I got to get this little decorative piece of tin in there out of the way, and it doesn't go all the way down as far as I think it does, but I got to get it out of the way. Because it comes on over yonder. Maybe it comes over this way a little bit, so it's gonna be in the spot where I need to put that patch at. Again, I'm gonna have to stand up. I'm gonna have to weld upside down, which not too good at that. I'm supposed to bring this little pry bar out to pry that out of there, and I keep running back and forth. Who's bored on a Saturday, huh? Anybody bored on a Saturday? Bored? Not bored enough to do this, I'm sure. Let's see. Pull that in. Say, assume it's just tacked in there, right? I think. Holy moly, guys. I'm going to have to get behind it. Get behind it and beat it out of there. It doesn't. Yeah, there's a little piece of tin, a little brace they put underneath it, decorative brace. And guess what? That moves better than the other piece does. Yeah. So I'm gonna dig out this foam stuff out of here. Anyways, guys, as soon as I start welding down here, all that stuff's gonna start stinking. I don't know how to put that in there. I'm gonna put it back. When I attempt to put that piece of metal back in, I can't screw it, so that just goes right into the water jacket. And right now, I'm thinking more and more that I probably won't ever get to that. It's got a weird rust hole right here, but this piece of tin is kind of, I need to get close to it, so I don't see how it's in there. Oh yeah, I do, right here. They took and like tacked on each end. They tacked it on each end. Yeah, put a little tacky on each end of it, you know. A little ticky-tacky in both ends. And, yeah. Oh, man, I'm telling you. I almost got to take this other piece of metal out this side of it. Probably take that out of the way. Oh, man. I've had this, a lot of the sheet metal out of here already once. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I mean, this little tin thing really doesn't do anything other than make it pretty. Pretty around the lower lock. Anyways, she's kind of bent now. Let's see if I can get that whirly bird back in here now. jumping all over the place. Jumps all over the place, it does. There's one little spotty. Get behind it and just rip it out. That's how you do it, right? Just rip it out. Yeah. Not sure why they had to do that, but they did it. It's causing me a whole lot of extra grief. Probably a chisel would probably be the best thing. An air chisel would be the really best thing, but I don't have the air hose to get that out here. You go get a chisel to get you back in there. You got anybody watching? Hey, welcome to the channel. Just doing some wood stove stuff today. They make the metal so thin around the door that over time it breaks down. It breaks down, you know, deteriorates. And down here in these corners it's really deteriorating. Let's see if I can do it. Kind of like, you know what I mean? You're too tall, you're too short. After I get done butchering this little piece of metal, it's no guarantee that I'm gonna get in there anyways. You know what I mean? No guarantee. that one piece. Went into the box. Went in the box. Yeah, CC even goes farther back. So I'm hitting behind the hole that I'm getting, and still affected area. So I got to put in a piece like this out. So this whole piece of tin that I started butchering apart all has to come out of there. So I'm at, like it or not, I'm at the point where this whole piece in the corner has to come off. It's all quarter and screws holding it all on and all that jazz and all that jazz. But it's no fun taking this apart, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's got to come off because I got to get the big picture. The big picture. The big picture. Tell I've had this whole front life when I had the guy do the other side, because he says, I want all that metal off so I can see where it's leaking. I want that metal off. I need that metal off. One thing nice about metal, especially this thin stuff, she'll cut you so quick. You want him to know what you see. See what you're seeing, what you're feeling. Feeling what you're seeing. I had to unthread that guy too or something. I think. If that's how you do it if you want to do it. Yeah. All right, so we're down to the nitty gritty. Now nitty gritty. Actually, I'm down there where I can see the mess now. Oh. You can always put this foam back in there. It's just it's the same stuff as stuff you put it on your doors, so. What it is. There we go. Some other I need to get that piece of metal out so I can get it. So I can feel be good. He be good. Doing this right. Not sure if I'm gonna fabricate another piece of metal for this or not. You know what I mean? Somebody might know. That one person still watching might know. Like, no, you don't put that back. Right. See if I can move the rest of that. Yeah, she's cutting. Making a divot in the metal, so but all we need a longer pair though. Need a longer pair. Head one. There we go. right, you got the sides out. Yeah, there's like two holes that are rotted through. Two holes. Oh. See, that whole brace is just gonna come out of there. Oh, it's coming out like I wanted to. I could take and prep the surface real good, you know what I'm saying? All right. I guess there was no option of what they could do there with this little shield, because for the most part, because when you're backed up to the water jacket, that's all you got to do, right? All right, so I'm gonna switch out to the grinder so I can do a little preparation H. Oh, preparation H. My son got me these DeWalt grinders, and well, they're harder compound, and so on the other hand, they take longer to grind, but on the other hand, guess what? This metal is in the road. Oh, I can't get it all in. Can't get the disc in there all the way. Pretty smoothie. I have to use a doggone cutoff. Alright, let's see where we're at. Getting closer, getting closer. Getting a little closer. Let's see if I can prep the spot. I gotta do. have to use that vibrating tool because it's just not giving me the not giving me enough room to go back there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's see if I can use this to prep it. A little bit of pepper. I got a good majority of it here. And I think that I got another piece of metal about the same size as this. And I got to bring it back in there. Yeah, let me go get that piece of metal. And then I'll bring y'all down so you can see what I got going on here. I'm sure people are just saying, all I see you doing is laying on the ground. All I see you doing is laying on the ground. I can't see nothing. I can't see nothing. You know what? That's the idea, right? Not the ideas. Let me go. I think there was 2 pieces of mud that I had. Let me get that other piece, bring it out, and then I'll bring it down so you can see what I'm trying to do. All right. This is not the same piece of metal as I had the other one, because I don't seem to put things in the same vicinity that I did before. So this is thicker though. Definitely will work, I think. Pretty thick. Thick is better, right? I think it's too thick. I need to go with the same thickness. I think I need to go with the same thickness. Yeah. It only needs a big couple inches. a couple inches wide and then come out a bit. And I can just weld behind it, beside it, beside it, beside it. And beside it, let me bring on down so I can show you the rust hole that, well, nobody's there. Nobody's there now. Yeah. All right, so let me go get that other piece of metal then. It's got to be there. Don't matter. You guys just got nothing else to do today anyways, right? Right? Forgot about this brand new piece I got. Forgot about it. So this is exactly the piece I need because it's just wide enough, not too wide. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Perfect. Perfect. I just do need to grind that little bump down that I put in there. Put a bump in there when I was grinding last night. There you go. Sits flat. She sits flat now. Yeah, so I can just put that right in there. Problem is, I didn't bring my marker I didn't bring my marker out here to mark that with. Yeah. Foolish person.